Alright, welcome to another Let's Try. This is gonna be a Let's Try of Deliver at All Costs, the demo. The full game is supposed to be released on May 22nd in 2025. So it might be very soon after you see this video. And let's see the description here. Deliver at All Costs is a thrilling action game where destruction, absurdity and intrigue collide. Step into the shoes of Winston Green, a down-on-his-luck courier with a fiery temper and a mysterious past, as he delivers highly unconventional cargo, leaving a trail of havoc and chaos behind him. And the tags are action, destruction, story-rich and atmospheric, so some kind of top-down isometric view. You kind of like driving a lot, delivering, and it's gonna be chaos going on. If you want to buy this, the price seems to be around 30 euros. You can pre-buy this if you want to do that. Go. Let me close that one down. Let's get into the game. And as usual, it hopefully should be timestamped if you just want to jump straight into the action. Let me check something quickly. Blah, 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 blah. Now what, that's fine. Yeah, should be timestamps if you want to skip right into the action. I'm gonna check out the settings a little bit here first. So, game settings, language. Might be text, might be voice language here, I don't know. This is one. Camera shake on or off, it's on by default, I turned that one off. You have rumble support for your gamepad. I think this is so weird. Why is this? It used to be that these settings were here, because it is a controller settings. It's for the control. If you have rumble, your vibration, that's the settings for the controller. It's nothing to do with the game. It has nothing to do with the screen shake. It has nothing to do with anything. This is my personal thing. It's nothing bad, really, right? And I don't even have I removed my rumble motors from this Gamesir T4 controller, so it just doesn't really matter for me, but it's just interesting to me. I wonder why this has been the thing happening. Go to chorus, on, off, dialogue, slow motion, on, off. I'm gonna keep, this is default, so I'm gonna keep those for default. I turn this one off. Graphic settings, you only have a texture quality, it seems like. Low, medium and high. You have some different anti-aliasing. Doesn't seem like you can turn off anti-aliasing though, which is weird. It's nice that you have, this is a very more blurry thing. This is, a bit sharper. And this should be best in motion, but could also be blurred. And full screen on or off, this is borderless. Vertical sync on or off, and you can tweak 144, 120, 90, 80 or 75, 60 and 30. Lots of good options here. And, it's gonna be really nice for most of the people. Some, if you have a higher refresh than 144, you're gonna have to, use some other means to control your frame rate, use unlimited or whatever, some other settings, but for most people this is going to be great. You have, the unlimited frame rate options and everything like that, so it should be really good settings wise. It does support super ultra widescreen, right? You can see the resolutions here. You have like very low all the way down to 720p and lower. Oh my god. 4x3 support, 16:9 and definitely 32:9. I don't know if it has support for 21:9, probably. This is a game that I'm gonna prefer in widescreen. I'm not gonna check out if this game is cropping it to get to, to get from widescreen to ultra widescreen some games crop the vertical resolution to do that. That's really bad. But I'm not gonna check that if that's the case here, because I prefer 16:9 or maybe even 4:3 for games like this. Controls. Good support keyboard and mouse. Standard, simplified. Right, you can remap, it looks. Lots of inputs here. It looks like you can rebind the right and left stick click, which is great. Yeah, rebinding everything here. I'm not gonna rebind. This seems to be utilizing pretty much every single button on the controller in one way or another. I would probably maybe want to have my handbrake be on the right stick click, which is assigned to my back button here. But for now, I'm gonna leave this at the default for this test before messing, because it's gonna be quite a little bit of a chore to remap. But this is awesome. Great start. Audio, I love this. It's starting at 50%, so we can boost or crank. You can boost or lower your audio here. It's not just gonna blast everything like crazy. I'm gonna turn this one off. Hopefully that just makes it so YouTube don't block it in certain countries. You seem to have good settings to tweak everything here. Alright, so this is pretty much a top-notch showcase of settings for demo. This, depending on how heavy this game is, obviously here is the biggest kind of problem in this settings here. We don't have any like shadow lightning, like view distance, we don't have any up or down scaling, no DLSS, FSR, XES or frame generation, nothing here to help us really. The only thing is texture quality that in most cases, if you just go by the name, could only be affecting VRAM usage, not performance, unless you're running out of VRAM of course. So, it's interesting for sure. This could definitely be improved, but this is a top-notch demo technical wise, so let me see what the performance is going to be by turning on MSI Afterburner real quickly. We're gonna go into the game. Nice, we have save slots, meaning that you can tweaking the audio levels a little bit. So that means that you can have multiple save slots going here. You can play more people in the same family. You can just use different save slots or stuff like that. So a really nice little extra star there. Bit of dropped frames there on my ARC. So yeah, here we can see that it's pretty heavy.
Good morning, fellow islanders. It seems we're blessed with yet another hot house
Graphically
of a day here on our precious island.
on the mid size of
humidity.
being a bit
Good
heavy here,
times.
so more
Don't forget
options in the
sunscreen and
graphic
bottled water.
department would be
Anyways, here are
really
the
nice
latest
to have.
headlines. The Sheriff's Department continues to suffer on mass resignations, apparently because of low wages and abysmal working conditions. Deputy Lacrosse told St. Monique Morning Post, blaming it on City Council. Ever so eloquent, he went so far as saying, "Sincerely hope you don't get burglarized, Mayor, because soon, mark my words, there won't be any officers left to protect this island." Harsh words. Lock your doors, people. Finally, the new highway from Reed up north is back on track after last week's protests and is expected to be finished before year's end. Now, here's some more music. Carl, did you feel that? Was that a quake?
That looks like a Swedish name, Axel Fell. Maybe this is developed by fellow Swedish people, who knows? Or someone, a fellow Swede, have been involved in the game here. Maybe
Good
that
morning,
was just a
ladies and
character name,
gents.
I don't know.
Before you is Winston Green. Seems like a regular Joe, doesn't he? But don't let his unexceptional demeanor fool you. Hidden beneath that everyday facade is a mind sharp as a tack and nimble as a fox. He's a whiz kid, an engineer savant, they say. Just imagine him in the throes of slumber, his rest disturbed only by the jangle of a confounded alarm clock. But it seems to be a bit busted. I wonder why. Oh, there goes another one. But as you see, dear friends, that's the beauty of Winston. He's like a fine piece of equipment, with just a few loose screws. No job to his name, and a temper hotter than a jalapeno on the sun. But such talent. If only he could put it to use.
Alright, so you're gonna be both walking and driving a car here. Graphically, it looks alright, but it's nothing too crazy. Bit of a caveman look to the character here, right? Some shadows. But we can see the performance here. Let's try something. Can I? I do this. Alright, yeah. Okay, so you have an inventory. Tie things up, down or together. Alright. No journal. Oh, well. Tutorials. Resume controls, graphic, game, audio. Alright, respawn, say. Oh, manual saving. Maybe. Interesting. Yeah, but we can see that it is on my Intel ARC B580. It's 1440p, 120 frames. I can reach that, but we are just at the 80 plus mark, which means it could dip up to 100% and make the FPS dips. Pretty much every single core here in my 12 thread Ryzen 5600X is working. One thread seems to be working extra hard, but it's pretty multi-threaded. But it does seem like my Ryzen 5600X here can maintain 120 frames.
Where did I put that three-piece suit?
But my GPU might be struggling when chaos and destruction and stuff happens, and maybe even my CPU, we'll see. Some nice atmosphere here, though. You can also see that the VRAM usage is reasonably low for a game so far here. Just above 4 gig here with Steam and OBS and the game running here. System memory is 9.5 gigabytes though. A little bit higher for some, but alright, But for a game of this caliber, sometimes the system memory are lower, but that's, nothing crazy going on here. But you're going to need more than 8 gig. You're going to need more than 8 gig of system memory, and you're going to need at least, to run on higher texture settings, you're gonna need at least the 4 gig of 4 plus around, well, let's say 6 gig of VRAM to be on the safe side.
A red envelope. Could only mean one of two things. Secret admirer, or someone wants to murder me. Miss Landlord. Definitely a love letter. Let's see. 3 months overdue on rent. Yeah, I got till the end of next week. Great.
Alright. Like the voice acting there, seems fitting here. Okay. I'm gonna keep MSI Afterburner up for a little bit longer here. Just for one... just to see how the destruction is gonna affect the FPS when we are starting to driving later on.
Another one for the pile. Yep, honeymoon's definitely over.
That's really rough to read. Okay.
This is my journal. I don't go anywhere without it. Definitely not for publication. I used to scribble down my engineering notes back in the day. Now it mostly contains my thoughts.
With the help of We Deliver, anyone can enjoy the luxuries of the mainland. We deliver anything, anywhere. I, Harold F. Girther, guarantee it.
Seeing as the island's unemployment rate is higher than ever, you will be happy to know We Deliver is hiring. Hurry over to their main office now on 13 Farrell Street.
So, a couple of years back, all roads led me to St. Monique. That's where everything kicked off. The Girther clan, they were the talk of the town. The big man himself, Harold, practically had a halo around his head in these parts. He's a chip off the old block, as far as visage goes at least. Donovan, well, he was a piece of work. Iron-willed, ruthless, and stiff as a redwood. I should go there ASAP. Desperately need a job.
Alright. Go to the park. It started off, you know, again, very narrative driven, you know, story driven here. There's nothing, no problem with that, you know. Building the atmosphere so far. Been running pretty damn smooth. No real problems here in 1440p, 120 frames.
Breathe, Winston.
Oh no.
You know what? Screw
Landlord.
it. Not as if my life hasn't been completely stripped clean anyways.
Right trigger sprint, press A to jump. In generally, I don't understand why we have, you know, you have analog stick. Why do we have a special sprint button? I think that's been a little bit curious to me. Okay, so we have a map in the top right corner. I don't know why I'm running on the roof. So I'm supposed to get to the parking lot right down here, so I probably should just... Let's try to... Okay. Jump
This
down.
car, it's Mr. Palmer's, my somewhat eccentric neighbor. He lets me use it now and then, all for just bringing him his groceries. He's often up on the roof after sunset. Odd habit. Oh, come on. Mr. Palmer left the car in reverse.
Okay, let's give it another try.
Alright, that's interesting. Recommended standard, reverse, brake, throttle, steer car, simplified, reverse brake, throttle, steer car. Oh, okay. Let's start standard first, right? The environment is destructible.
Hey,
Oh, cash crates, blah blah blah, completing mission. Buy item at the shops, alright. Yellow will guide you to your location, easiest route. Take alternative paths to reach your destination faster. Alright.
what was the name of that company again? We Deliver? I should have... Head there. Hopefully they still have a spot open. I guess I can always check the tourist map if I lose my way.
Okay, so I have a map, a big map that have some pins and stuff. Browse map. Oh. Ooh. X local map. Oh, okay, this is where I am. This is where I'm supposed to be going. Close map. Interesting. Can I zoom in or zoom out? No. So straight ahead to the left. I can take a shortcut by going into the left also, it looks like. But hey, let's start easy, right? Maybe. It's like there was like I could turn in this way, right? No, not this way, I guess. The destruction here reminds me a little bit of Blast Corps. That's why I'm playing this, because I saw the trailer in... yeah, I don't remember the name of the event, but I saw the trailer for it, right? For this game. And I saw the destruction and I just was thinking, man, this like it reminds me of Blast Corps. Which is an interesting... I am here. Can I get out? Oh, I can. Should I drive? Find we deliver. That's a jump. Okay, find we deliver.
Yikes!
Oh, okay. Was supposed to continue. It seems to be going pretty good with the frame rate so far. A little bit of a few frames drop, nothing crazy here. We haven't had any big like explosions yet, so... It seems like to be running pretty decent here so far. Oh, there's a question mark just up ahead and there's an... I'm supposed to go to the right. But what is this? Oh, oops. It's not Carmageddon, right? Oh. How do you get to him? Right, controls feels pretty tight and everything so far. Whoop! Excuse me for just a brief minute here. Good, everything. Oh, can I?
Cha-ching! Easy money.
And who might you be, citizen? A concerned local, I presume? Your timely arrival might just save me from the depths of fiscal discussions and expenditure reports. I suppose you've heard about the disappearance of my lookalike, Bob.
Bob.
Quite the predicament, isn't it? Bob's absence has left me in a rather unusual position. You see, citizen, without Bob, I might actually have to sit through the city's budget meeting. A fate I wouldn't wish upon my staunchest political rival. Please help find Bob, my lookalike. He thoroughly enjoys playing the role of me, the mayor. He's likely roaming the streets of St. Monique City, basking in the admiration of our citizens.
On your travels, you will come across civilians in need of help. Blah, blah, blah. You can acquire blueprints for gadgets assembled in your workshop. Check your journal to view your active encounters. The map provides clues about where to find the next encounter. Alright. Let's see if there's fall damage. Nope. Is it? Nope. Alright. Okay, so this is a quick way to go to that. Get into the journal. No missions completed. Blah blah blah. We're on the streets of St. Monique City. Okay, so there's no... Somewhere in this area there is a Bob, his lookalike. That like looks like him. Alright. Side missions. Can you use... No, you can't use the D-pad to steer. I might... that might have been... fun. Would have been maybe nice as an option. To be able to steer with the D-pad. You might be able to remap it though, so...
Oh, shit.
You gotta park, you know, you can't just leave your car. This seems really fun so far. So all of the kind of
peculiar place.
Crazy open world stuff might not be my favorite thing, but the atmosphere of the game, the voice acting here, you know, the story quirkiness, the driving mechanics, all of those is really nice and fun here for me. VRAM is up to 5.2 gig here, alright. But it... Like, if there's gonna be too much crafting or weird stuff like that, that might not be my thing. But so far, everything here is really interesting. Looks really...
Please don't step in it.
Right.
Yeah, really like an interesting game here.
Which one? The nice one? Or the asshole?
Oh, the asshole... gee, I don't know. The former? Looking for a job.
Desk, warehouse, or courier work?
There was an ad on the radio?
Ah, Harold then. Good for you. At the stairs, 1 floor, office. Can't miss it.
Thank you.
Oh, and please don't step in it.
2nd floor it is then.
Right, seems also like the system memory uses has gone up from 9.5 gig to 11 or almost 12 gig, so interesting, a bit heavy here. It's getting a bit heavier on the system memory side. VRAM is still, you know, fine within the...
This door, perhaps?
It's still fine with the 6 gig of VRAM graphics card. I'm dropping frames for some reason here, so... It seems like my CPU cannot handle 120 frames here. Because my GPU is not even running at its max potential. Which is weird. It's not a critical problem, but weird.
Wonder what Winston from 2 years ago would say if he knew.
Come in.
Here goes nothing.
Yes? Can I help you, young man? Yeah, shoot. Where are my manners? Harold F. Girther, CEO, but you can call me Harold. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Winston. Sir, Winston Green. I heard an ad on the radio. Said you're hiring?
On the radio? This morning, you mean? Wait. Now, that was a while ago. They must have mixed their tapes up. How embarrassing.
You mean there's no job?
Oh, I'm sorry, son. You're not from here, are you?
Well, actually, I grew up on a farm, sir. A couple of hours south of New Reed.
Ah, a farmer's boy. Oh, necessity is the mother of invention, hmm?
Place is a goner now, though. The highway project saw to that.
Oh, that damned highway.
Definitely not the best facial animations there, but hey, that's a minor thing in a game like this.
Donovan, this is Winston Green. He came here looking for work, but...
We're not hiring right now, remember? Christ, don't tell me it's that damn radio ad again. It seems like you're out of luck, Mr. Green. Hope that damn host chokes on his mic. Anyway, wanted to remind you about that report. You know, Allison, hate to fly up there empty-handed next week.
Donnie's sharp, good with numbers. However, a business is more than that. It's about reciprocity, community, people, trust. Tell you what, I've got an idea. Go down to storage, find Johnny, tell him Harold sent you to run a few deliveries, and he'll set you straight. In the meantime, I'll make some calls. When you're done, return to me and we'll work something out.
Thank you, sir.
Least I could do. Good luck, son.
Alright.
Where's Johnny?
It's weird. It seems almost like the game is capping to 80 frames here or something weird. Frame here is a very weird frame rate. Like, it's not my GPU. My GPU is, you know, working less hard in this scene than in the previous scene. But the frames are just... It must be the CPU or something for some reason. Just weird why I'm not getting 120 frames here. It could be an Intel driver overhead bug or something like that, you know, some kind of a bug. But, you know, hey, the main game so far has been running at 120 frames. Pretty much a lot, so...
Winston. I'm Johnny, the linchpin of operations here at We Deliver. You see, I'm the one who orchestrates the flow of everything, from the tiniest paperclip to the largest orders. You'll be receiving your assignments directly from me. It's crucial to understand that I have refined these processes to perfection over my years here. Adherence to my methods is not just expected, it's essential for our collective success. Remember, Winston, in this pond, I'm the one who keeps the ecosystem balanced. I look forward to seeing if you can swim with the current. A company car is parked outside. Go find it, and I'll call you on the radio with instructions for your first delivery.
Alright. Yeah, there's something weird with the frame rate here, right? Hopefully this is just an Intel bug, right? That it is not performing as good as it should. And it could be related to that, you know, you can see that all of my CPU cores are, you know, doing something. But they are not being maxed out, so there should still be performance over for the Intel graphics driver, right? There should still be plenty of CPU performance left there. But it could be if the Intel driver and the game driver are trying to like run something on the same core. I can see one is being pretty high on, you know, 70+%. If both the driver and the game are using that hard, that could cause this FPS to dip down here. It could be that. Hopefully if you have an AMD or Nvidia, you won't have that kind of weirdness. Because my GPU is not near maxed out, you know, when I'm dropping frames. So it's good that I kept this, you know, MSI Afterburner overlay up here to see that. But this part of the game, it's fine if I'm dropping a little bit, right? Because it's still smooth enough for just walking around. The driving though, that's a problem if it starts dropping then. Can I just quickly do something here? I'm just curious to see. We are going to see something. Okay, yeah, okay. So this is a Unity games. I've heard this like interesting thing that some Unity games. Let me do this. Some Unity games here seems to be. Oh, okay, so that's interesting. So when I do this, there's a huge spike in dropped frames. Alright, there we go. But yeah, I had this not problem, but this kind of new thing that some Unity games just seems to be starting to get, you know, more demanding a little bit.
Gee whiz, smells like a fish market in here.
Hey. Oh.
Winston, there is a parcel waiting for you at a shop at the north side of St. Monique City. The Palm Royal are preparing for their big Vicennial celebrations. You are to transport something they ordered as part of their grand finale.
Yeah, you know, the driving here is smooth. That's the most important thing, so...
Oh, crap. Excuse me.
Oh, you're here to pick up the kiloton Calamity? Great, it's out back. Where do you need me to sign? Just wait for a moment
I
before
think the
you look
voice
up,
acting
okay?
so far has been fitting to the quirkiness of the story here.
Huh. Okay.
And again, I think the graphic style the graphic style of the game, you know, isn't like the kind of, you know, most advanced, but it has a good look to it, nice charm to it. Load the parcel, okay.
Seems my time at the farm was good for something.
Right, do I need to... Oh, nope, okay. Load the parcel, alright. Go to Palm Royal Hotel.
That was weird.
Oh, shit!
Oops.
Face the music. Kicking you out.
What? What the hell? Did she just knock me out and toss me out? Yeah, she did. Right, you have analog gas and brake, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have analog.
Take that.
Oh, repair the wheel, okay.
Stay down.
Tit for tat.
Oh,
Fight me. Beat it, pal.
what?
I've got it. Sit down. Don't test me.
Quit it.
Knock the Mac off.
That's a weird mechanic. That felt not good. Like, very weird. Like Yankee, how the right button attack. It has this kind of wind up, so you have to like redo it in a way. Yeah, it seems like I can get a nice, smooth, stable frame rate here. Oops. Pretty much here. So that's great. The performance has only been a bit weird when I've been walking in some buildings. So.
Picture this, folks. You wake up in the morning feeling like a sack of potatoes.
This is weird.
I had it. Take cover. Back off.
Yeah, you really have to... You have to be pre-pushing them pretty much. But they do give me a little bit of the Blast Corp quirky destruction craziness. Where are we going? Whoop. Oh, wrong way.
That's unlocking here.
Ooh, yikes.
Would you bother?
Tit for tat.
Cross the line.
How do I get back up?
Oh.
Get the water. Payback o'clock. Can't shake me. Oops. Let's settle this.
Back you out.
Oh wow, they just
Take cover.
knocked me out. Oh, where am I? Here I am. Oh, okay. We have the gun here. Are we supposed to deliver this? Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, I see now. Alright. Felt a little bit weird with how the car got destroyed so much there, the wheels. And I think the weirdest thing is all the enemies attacking you and how your like push attack is really weird.
Are you sure that I should sign for this, sir? I'm just a bellboy, and this doesn't seem right.
Like the destruction and everything fun, but the car got, you know, destroyed, losing the wheels a little bit too fast. And then the enemies coming, there's just like 3-4 people around me.
Can you believe that the customer paid extra for additional packaging, Winston? What nonsense! I ignored that, of course, and was able to save money for the company. A good businessman is always searching for ways to save money, Winston.
And now the
Remember
frame
that.
rate are down to 80 again. Weird thing. Very weird there. But yeah, like it is a fun thing here, but also is a little bit simply activate the radio. Alright. Now you can just go around, do side mission and destruction, I think. But yeah, so driving and everything, graphic, the destruction, it's fun. How quickly the car, like the wheels got destroyed, was a little bit not that great to me. Repairing and everything, repairing the wheel so far has been alright. But the amount of people that just attacked me, that was quite annoying with how the pushback mechanic were.
Winston, there is a customer with a parcel waiting for you outside of the Sunset Sip.
Yikes.
Steering here and everything, you know, it's fine. The options you have for steering is fine. Fun that you can do, you know, look at the map and you can learn your own shortcut and everything like that. Again, very, you know, Blast Corps vibe from the destruction in a fun, good way. It's just that all of the crazy pedestrians attacking me so far that has been a bit weird.
Over here.
But I can see this is gonna be a really fun little game here. Well, little, it might be a long game. I don't know.
Don't believe a word that man tells you. Those fruits are far from fresh. They stink to high heaven. He tried to fool me first, as if I wouldn't recognize inferior products.
Honest mistake, miss. Someone must have pulled one over on me by selling bad produce.
Oh, you can skip the cutscene. Oh, that's nice. Park in front of them. Oh, okay.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, what's your name?
Winston, at your service.
Pleasure to meet you, Winston.
Load cargo and drive to Anki's farm. I'm hoping this... Oh yeah. Okay, so hopefully this game supports
I
analog
bought these melons for cheap. Never mind what the
right
old
and left
broad
trigger,
says.
right,
We'll
to
find
make
a
this
buyer. Just
smoothly.
you wait.
But I don't have analog moment, analog right and left trigger at the moment. Mine are digital. Because this is in Switch Pro mode, which doesn't have analogs. Unfortunately, because I can see that I'm dropping a lot of these melons here. You need to have at least 20 when you go, when you deliver this. So without analog control, I can't really... Every time I hit the gas, I'm pretty much dropping melons, it feels like. Should be better if you have a normal Xbox or dual shock controller. Where am I supposed? Oh. Nice music here. Even do. This is the... Was it the license free music, I think? It's good.
Ooh, yikes.
Buddy of mine works here. Says I can borrow their pesticide washer. No problem.
Okay, we... Oop. I might have made it.
Yikes.
There we go. Alright. That's a fun little mission. But yeah, probably better if you have a analog gas and brake, you know, control here with the analog left and right triggers.
Hurry up and catch them.
But I think I'm gonna stop here. I have something I need to take care of right now. This is gonna be a bit, just a little bit shy of the of the normal 1 hour mark. And you can see the frame rate dropped there again to the kind of weird 80. Again, hopefully that's just a bug with... hopefully that's just a bug with... the bug here with... Oh!
Side effects may include increased attention from admirers and jealousy from the follically challenged. Hair-O-Matic, the key to a hair-raising transformation. Pick up that phone and call now.
That takes care of the smell. Next up is Dave's Dyes.
Don't drop them.
Right, so yeah, that's... Oh. That's gonna be... This game probably gonna be better if you have analog left and right triggers. Let's see, how do we get... save and exit. Confirm. Is this gonna quit the entire game? No. Alright. Yeah, but I can see the charm in this. Graphics, you know, are overall, you know, they're not top AAA craziness, but it looks aesthetically nice. It has a good charm to it, and, you know, pretty much runs all right most of the time here for me. So yeah, some weird things during some of like the mission things or in buildings, it drops to 80 frames here. Could be an Intel ARC bug or what, who knows. But other than that, you know, graphically, performance-wise, it's quite nice. A little bit on the system memory heavy side. I'm up to over 12 gig of system memory, and for a game like this, that's not that common to me. So you're probably gonna have if you don't have like 16 gig of system memory in your system, you might be in trouble running this game. VRAM though went up slightly above 5 gigs, so if you have 6 gig of VRAM, you know, 1440p max texture, probably not a problem. You probably can run this, you know, on pretty low entry-level graphics card, you know, 1080p 60 frames per second. And, you know, if you go a little bit more mid-tier, you know, 120 frames like the 4040p, and then you might need a little bit more of a high-end if you want to have 4K 120 frames. I do think the graphic options we need a little bit more, like it could definitely be nice to have DLSS, FSR and XCS, the upscaling at least, or options to downscale within the game. Frame generation might not be the best for this game because it might be a lot of action and destruction, but it's always nice to have that as an option. But it's been super smooth for a Unity game. Some games have a bit stuttering for me here and there, but it's been super smooth. And CPU-wise, Ryzen 5 3600X is pretty low and entry-level CPU at this point, so have no problem here with the physics and destruction and everything so far. Really great. Great remapping options, you know. Interesting quirky story, a bit of open world, but you can also just focus on the main story. I think interesting here with the kind of like melon delivery here, that you can't like have them spill out and stuff like that. If I were to play this when it's coming out in 22nd of May 2025, I probably would switch my controller in from Switch Pro mode. I would switch this into Xbox mode to get that pure left and right analog stick for driving, which I'm gonna assume this game supports for gas and brake analog there. And now it was digital and everything was a bit jumpy when trying to gas and brake. But a solid game demo, solid, interesting one, really fun, makes me curious. I think people are gonna like this. Hopefully it's gonna be like streamers and videos and review of these games coming up. It felt really great. Even though this might not be my top of the list favorite games that I dive into or might not even play when it comes out. But it felt genuinely really fun, and just I love demos like this, because I can just, even if it's not like, I know I love FPS, I know I love 2D Metroidvanias and stuff like that. Like, I can just see this looks interesting and have a demo and I can just try it. It's free, it's easy, and it's just like, damn, that was so fun. That's the charm with demos that I really enjoy. So yeah, check this one out. Maybe keep an eye out for this when it are going to get released. The price tag seems to be around the €30 mark at this moment. So $30, something like that. And yeah, if you like this bit of open driving thing, destruction, a little bit of the Blast Corp feels, and you can also walk around, do exploring side mission. It's gonna be, seems like it's gonna be a very solid, fun experience. So that's gonna be it for this video. You can feel free to leave a like, a comment if you want to do that. Check back or follow my channel if you don't want to miss me trying demos and video games and stuff like that. But if nothing else, have a great day and bye for this time.